There are areas of the Pacific where natural predators turn to scavenging for a living. The main island in the archipelago of New-Caledonia is a sliver of land in the South Pacific, 250 miles long and 30 wide. Smaller islands bathe in the crystal clear waters of a tropical lagoon, the largest lagoon in the world, 9,000 square miles. It's a paradise meticulously tended by those who inhabit it. No paradise is one without sacrifice. Those who share it share off each other too. Everywhere life thrives, death will reap a just reward. The lagoon creates waste and must dispose of it. One day, the dead and the wounded will be mopped up by scavengers, the dustmen of the seas. The lagoon is not impenetrable. Cracks are opened up in this vast ring of coral by the relentless pounding of the ocean. The white-tipped reef shark is an expert dam buster. A red snapper snared in a net. The shark homes in on the distress signals as the snapper emits a faint electrical charge even when it's motionless. Literally a millionth of a volt is enough to stimulate sensory organs called ampullae of Lorenzini on the shark's snout. In effect, the injured and the weak sign their own death warrant. A grey reef shark approaches the industrious whitetips, keen to join Operation Cleanup. Its impressive size does not earn it the automatic right to muscle in. This is a private party for whitetips only. Sharks themselves also run the risk of getting caught in nets, particularly those more used to inhabiting the open sea. But white-tipped reef sharks are equipped with 2 rows of teeth. The uppers are triangulated and jagged, the lower row narrow and sharp. A perfect combination for cutting and tearing their way out of trouble. Damaged teeth will be replaced in 18 days, and they'll grow about 20,000 new teeth in the course of their lives. As long as white-tipped reef shark move freely and hunt in packs, neither nets nor other sharks will stop them in their mission to clean up the lagoon of injured and weak fish. Inadvertently, the sharks will even help dismantle these destructive nets. This snapper might count itself lucky. If only it could hide its distress. The more it struggles to stay afloat, the stronger the signal. Thanks to the shark's natural radar and its capacity to detect vibrations from far, the area is cleared. Pockets of coral and limestone caves do offer some insulation from this radar, which it must be said is only used at short range. But what is this one after? A swimming wrasse, which emits long-range vibrations. Whitetips will go to great lengths to satisfy their appetite. Or is it just curiosity? After all, they need only feed every other day, and a mere 3% of their body weight is reckoned a good enough meal. Some fetch up at the mouth of a cave through a break in the reef, a good place for an ambush. Unlike their cousins in the open water, whitetips don't need to be on the move to breathe. They can lie in wait for their prey by using muscular contractions to pump water through their gills. These males aren't hungry for food, but sex. They're waiting for a female. She's hemmed in on all sides by competing males, but the paramour must fend off other excited rivals. The lovemaking will last about 5 minutes, during which time the suitor must fend off other rivals drawn into the scene by the vibrations and electrical impulses radiating from the courtship. The female probably got off lightly. This one is unlikely to survive. Her blood involuntarily signals her vulnerable condition to every pilferer in the area, including the biggest fish in the world, the whale shark. It's 15 meters long and quite harmless. Like real whales, the whale shark is a filterer, using its cavernous jaws to hoover up plankton and other small fry in its path. It too is a most efficient cleaner, though quite incapable of cleaning up a dying shark. Commotion, blood, electricity. The telltale distress signals radiate loud and clear. This silver tip has homed in from the bottom of the pass. A welcoming committee is awaiting. The red snappers are back. And so are the grey reef sharks. These passing bottlenose dolphins and their calves steer clear of the danger. A silvertip this size is also a potential threat to baby dolphins. The shark must be seen off. Indeed, the dolphins take it in turns to go up to the surface to breathe. The tactic is ingenious. The dolphins spiral around the silvertip to force him down, out of harm's way. Reinforcements are called in to increase the pressure. It's now 5 against 1, and the silvertip finally gets the point. The dolphins can't disguise their delight. It's time to surface and celebrate. The pass through the reef is now clear, and the dolphins are free to enter the shallows and explore the waters around the sandy islands. As spring turns to summer in the southern hemisphere, a time-honored pilgrimage is about to wash up on these shores. Same time, same place. A green turtle, scarred by a long journey. The healthy ones will perpetuate the species as they have done for 15 million years. An annual rendezvous for mating and for the females to lay eggs. The event is also on the calendar of the black-tipped shark. At high tide, it watches greedily as the females prepare to beach. The solitary turtles have crossed the Pacific with pinpoint accuracy, thanks, it is thought, to some magnetic minerals in their brain, which tap into the Earth's magnetic field for direction. tide fills natural pools around the beach rock, allowing the sharks to get close to shore. A female, all 80 pounds of her, hauls her eggs far from the high water mark, more than a kilometre inland. The sharks know the routine. They'll patrol the pools until the tide flushes them out again. The turtles have 12 hours to dig and fill their nests before catching the next high tide out. As the tide goes out, sand crabs also dig in for a night of hunting. As night falls, blacktips still brush the shoreline. Grey reef sharks patrol further out at sea. A blockade is on. With the tide now low, some turtles have finished laying their eggs. A blanket of sand will keep them at a constant temperature and hide them from predators during a 2-month period of incubation. The females now begin the arduous return journey. By morning, most have left on the high tide. Those that have missed it must face a punishing wall of exposed coral under the baking sun, all after an exhausting night's work. It's the end of the road for this one. Her carcass now reeks of rich oils and torn flesh. On cue, grey reefs and blacktips follow their noses. To locate dead prey, these scavengers are guided by their sense of smell. Reclusive hermit crabs are left to polish the silver.